Alright, that'll do. Alright, welcome everyone to the belated week 54 of the Let's Play 2 weekly tournaments. I am on solo commentary today. We're running a little late here. Schedule changed last minute, so couldn't really be here. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go over the rules real quick. Hopefully most everyone who's checked in is still here, but we might have some delays. Anyways, so this is a low tier week, and as such, Kiryu, Zantetsu, Moria, Mikuro, Amano, Kagami, and Lee are all banned. Long story short, this is the least number of characters we can ban and still get a format that isn't completely dominated by any one character. And a lot of people just don't want to deal with Zan, so this is the best we've got. Doing this every other week. Loops limited to 2 repetitions per combo. This is because the only form of IPS this game has is a damage cap. And that would mean basically everything would be a touch of stun or touch of timeout depending on what mode you're playing, and that's just not great, so this just normalizes that a little bit. Okai's J2 through 6 cancels are limited to 2 uses per combo. What this means in practice is that you can jump twice and cancel one, you can jump once and hit 3 times, or you can jump twice and hit 2 times during each jump. No win switching, up to and including changing modes. Pretty self-explanatory. If you're having problems with the EX code, try resetting. Eventually get locked out of it. And the reason why that's relevant is because we're playing on AES. And the reason for that is so that we can ban the following 4 stages. Those being Village, better known as Crimson, Flames, Shrine, and Graveyard. All these stages cause quite a bit of slowdown, and it's just not feasible to get rid of that without modding the game. So, yeah, that's that. Format's best of 3 rounds per game, timer set to normal, all handicaps default values, and all mirrors unmasked. Basically just don't touch anything besides the stage select screen and you'll be fine. Matches are best of 3 until finals, the winners lose in grand finals are all best of 5. Get that out of the way. We should all be on the same page here. I'm gonna shuffle the brackets. Cross my fingers that everyone's back here, and we get this underway. Alright. There we go. Look at that bracket. I legitimately don't know how many people are actually here, because again, this got delayed. And I can't really reset the check-in process without causing even more chaos. So, I'm gonna be hopping into this one, just to make sure we actually have a tournament. Anyways, starting us off is Onyx versus Mifune. Well, I know they're both here, so this should go smoothly. Please go play your match. They are in. There we go. All right. So it looks like we've got Mifune on Power Washi and Onyx on EX Setsuna. This matchup is generally going to go pretty slow, even though Setsuna's in EX mode, because both these characters have some incredible tools to control neutral. Most notably, you've got Washi 2 and 4B, you've got Setsuna 5A. Washi's got his 2C, which covers a lot of space, surprisingly. Setsuna's got his JB, which, although it does advance him forwards, it is largely going to force the opponent to just play more defensively in practice. Mifune, not really giving any craps, though. Just going all in, just whittling down this the CX health bar. 30% defense penalty is something you are absolutely going to feel in a matchup this neutral-oriented. Alright, gets the cross up, finds an American reset, getting mad damage on that super. Just barely leaving Onyx out of desperation. Puts him back in it. That could be bad. Setsuna's super is absolutely phenomenal, and EX is not lacking in ways to confirm it. Alright, hopping in. Onyx trying to block string. Unfortunately, Setsuna literally has no real mix. So, there's not really a whole lot of risk to blocking this besides the chip damage, which that super's not going to allow Onyx to chip out, so Mifune takes the set. Or round. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright, no counter pick. The fireball around start. And the air deflect, getting the cross up again, beating that deflect. Don't know why you go for high deflect there. Mifune has literally only gotten low. Alright, Onyx finding an opening. Still in desperation. He's got that super on deck. 5A is a very scary tool. Mifune has to respect it. There it is. That's exactly why. In Speed and EX, you've essentially got a hit confirm for it. Although I'm using the term hit confirm loosely because everything Setsuna does is really unsafe. Alright, Mifune put himself on match point here. Has a bar of meter to work with. Alright, Onyx getting that throw. What's for breakfast? A JC! Mifune getting the deflect, drops the Oki, but does manage to punish the deflect afterwards. Getting that super. Find an option select. Looking for another opening. That could be it! Drops it! Ooh, that was a really scuffed punish, but punish is a punish. And there it is, Mifune taking it with a JC air to air. Yeah, Setsuna is very bad at dealing with pressure. If you ever get him into a situation where he can't just abuse his disjoints, he's kind of just dead in the water. Because that's really all he's got going for him: high damage and big buttons. Which sucks, but that's just how it is sometimes. Alright. It looks like up next we have Delicious Burger and Woolly Bow Bow. Please go play your match. Nice to see Woolly back in here. Been a hot minute since we've seen Woolly at these tournaments. Or any tournaments for that matter. Though, I guess there really aren't a lot to choose from. I know there's like a South America regional. But Woolly obviously wouldn't qualify for that. I think Woolly got double booked because of the delay. That sucks. Alright, he's getting set up. Should just be a second here. Well, not really a whole lot to talk about here. What you see is what you get in that matchup. Washi Setsuna. Talk about the paint. Well, the flavor is a bit, it's a bit overbearing at first, but the aftertaste, I mean, once that starts to kick in, oi, very spicy. But despite that, it's got a very savory kick behind it. That really just brings the whole dish together, let me tell you. Speaking of dishes, we've got one delicious burger here. Looking to take a set off Woolly. Pretty brutal round one opponent, to say the least. Alright, Burger looking to not go Akari. Traditionally, that's probably his best... Yeah, okay. This is probably Burger's best matchup out of the characters he plays. Maybe he already played set with Woolly earlier and is just not confident with the player matchup. Will he actually go on speed Setsuna? This character is literally just a knowledge check. We'll see if Burger knows how to deal with it. Seems like not. The trick is that if you practice blocking those block strings, you can just fuzzy guard literally everything and it's all unsafe. Especially with Akari, who's got that massive 2-frame jab that puts her in a great spot against characters with slower jabs of their own. And Setsuna's jab is infamously pretty terrible. 5A is good. I mean, I guess that's technically a jab, but you don't really use it as a jab. It's like a B normal that's bound to the A button. Alright, throw out these 5As, cancel them into 3C. I believe that whiff's a little bit slower. It's probably just to catch Burger running up and blocking high. Alright, getting that B and B. Burger's got to find a way to get an opening in the next 8 seconds. Wooly not going to let him have it. Run this clock, giving Burger a free hit just for good measure. Burger with a suboptimal punish, costing him the round. Alright, fireball anti-air. Yeah, that fireball is a real pain for Setsuna to deal with. Normally Setsuna isn't shut down that hard by fireballs, but Akari's in particular with so quickly he can't really counterpoke it. And usually Setsuna goes through fireballs by just hitting whoever threw it, and hitting them harder. Which not only is Wooly in speed, so it's very hard to force a favorable trade. But Akari's, again, just whiffs so fast it's very hard to react to, unless you're already in range of a button. Alright, good guard cancel, taking that OTG, going for a cross-up, but drops it! And the JB's gonna take the round. Round 3, Wooly's got meter on deck. Wow, just stands there and throws, alright! Wooly's resolve is pretty clear here. Playing very patiently. Just letting Burger overextend, as he's known to do. Good stuff. Punches the flash kick, and the super. What's for breakfast? Opts to install some armor. Very useful in this matchup. Akari has very lackluster multi-hits, but that guard cancel will still break it. Alright, that's going to be wildly unsafe. This will be a big punch for Wooly. Backing up to get that optimal dash-in starter. Alright. Just poking each other out. Burger finds a 2A. Gets himself in a pretty decent spot, and gets thrown. Unfortunate. Wooly takes game 1. Yeah, speed set still isn't that bad if you keep trying to play the neutral game against him. It's still generally worse than power, but it's still more than functional. But Burger's getting really hungry for these approaches here. It's really letting Wooly just go off. Just in here fishing for these anti-air throws. Which is actually true, because you can just switch guard and throw the frame of line recovery. It's the universal anti-air against basically everything. I don't know why Wooly plays speed sets. There's not really a whole lot of reason to pick him over EX. But the reason why you play not power Setsuna at the very least is because you get a hit confirm of sorts off 5A. You essentially get an unsafe Rekka off 5A that goes into super instead of just 2 through 6. And that's super valuable because Setsuna's super is like 90% of his game plan. Stuff doesn't actually whiff faster in speed, but that's not really a huge deal for Setsuna because it's very hard to whiff Setsuna's buttons. Oh, goes for a Fandango. Doesn't get it. Yeah, You generally don't whiff Setsuna's buttons. They're so big that they usually hit something, and if they don't, the opponent's nowhere near close enough to actually punish you. Yeah, some more combo options, essentially. I think power overall gets more damage. But, again, it's just the confirm is so useful for him. Although he has no truly safe ender anywhere. Even without Switch Guard, nothing he has is actually safe, per se, against different jab characters. It's pretty bad. But again, if you're a madman like Wooly and just keep getting these hits, doesn't matter what you're like on block. Alright, Burger going for another guard cancel. Does not want to try and test his luck with the option selects. And the anti-air throw is going to take it. Wooly moving on to the next round of winners, I guess. Alright, up next is myself and Demo. And Demo's here. I actually think everyone's here but Gainsbourg. Nice. Oh, that's not right. Ah, jeez. Oh, are the scores backwards? Oh, let me go get that. Yeah, it happens. Sorry, just trying to get some stuff set up.
真剣勝負一本目始め。2本目始め。3本目始め。
Methinks a little rust has settled. Ah well. Probably for the best if I get knocked out early. Alright. And up next... is Gainsbourg even here? I'm not seeing him. I don't think Gainsbourg is here. I'm just gonna DQ him. But that means the next match would be... Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Delicious Burger and myself. Let's deal with Gainsbourg after this. Give him a chance to pop up. some controller issues. Let me try re-challenging. Yeah, I guess that's just not happening. Oh well. Controller no worky. Sometimes happens. Yeah, it's not worth the effort of troubleshooting. I literally just joined in the case that we had like no players because the chicken system kind of got undermined. Burger, you don't want to play me when I haven't done anything for a month. Yeah, we haven't matched in months because I haven't played in months. I've been busy and or playing Strive for the past however long. Anyways, up next is is Gainsbourg here yet? It's looking like a no. Um, all right, I'm just gonna DQ him. All right, that means our next match is Wooly versus Demo Bogard. Please go play your match. All right, there they are. All right. Oh, that handicap. No, no, you gotta set that handicap. One at a time in the menus, guys. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's good. There you go. All right. So here we are. We've got Woolly Bow Bow on Power Akari and Demo Bogard on Speed Hibiki. Can't say this is a matchup I'm too well versed in. I'd imagine it's pretty good for Akari just because Hibiki struggles with fireballs so much, and Akari straight up has the best in the game. Sans Kiryu. But otherwise, I don't really know. I'd imagine Flash Kick is actually not that big of a deal for Hibiki, because her JB is so good at crossing up that it actually goes around and behind a lot of anti-airs. I'd imagine Akari's DP is no exception. Also, Hibiki has a lot better ways of approaching on the ground than just, Oh wait, no, I think I know how this matchup goes. Akari's only real weakness, like her entire concept is that she's good everywhere on the screen, but she has very few tools to actually reposition herself effectively. Hibiki, on the other hand, is very good at like 2 specific ranges and struggles to reposition. So this is probably just inherently better for Akari just as a concept. Ooh, that was a great super confirm from them right there. Taking that first game in a very convincing fashion. But yeah, no, Akari should actually be able to reposition this matchup just fine. At least compared to Hibiki's movement options. Ooh, that was a very stylish deflecting version. Alright, gets another one. Only gets 1 hit of the DP, so no cancel. Fully efficient was perfect. Gets clipped out of it. Early on that? Late on that deflecting looked like? That was weird. Alright, Wooly just going for some weird stagger pressure here. Seems to be working out. 4B is a very good normal, just in general. It's a great combo tool, surprisingly decent anti-air. I'd imagine it's even good anti-air in this matchup, because Hibiki's main jump-ins have very poor air-to-ground priority. It's the fact that they can cross up that makes them a threat, but 4B would not care. It just launches and gives Akari a super confirm if she has the awareness to capitalize on it. That was a weird teleport, okay. Alright, and Demo gained that 5B into BC. Alright, does a drop. I don't know if the connection's rough on their end. These two are pretty far away, so there might be a bit of distance lag. Ooh, gets the Fandango confirm! C gets the full conversion. That's very nice. I think that'll kill. There it is. Alright. Okay. Still gets that meaty fireball, though, for some guaranteed chip and taking the round. I don't think Demo had the meter to guard cancel, so that was still effectively a kill. Yeah, I failed the will it kill. Alright, we'll play later, Burger. That's not the time. I have a tournament to host. Alright, round start 2 through 6A, classic. Wooly getting that optimized deflected version. Find another 50%. Kari's damage is absolutely insane because that super scales so well. I have no idea why, but it just like doesn't scale at all. It's weird. Alright, whiffs their throw. Actually puts himself in a really good spot because of it. Forces Demo to whiff that 2 through 6A. That actually left him punishable. That was fucking genius. Akari's such a cool character. She has so many just bizarre properties of her moves. And the majority of them are actually kind of practical to abuse. It's 1-1 now. They just had a pair of really long games before this. It feels weird for Wooly to go to lose the first game this early in the bracket, but oh, JB beats Hibiki 5B just head on. That's a huge boon for Akari. That is by far Hibiki's best anti-air. And it's very committal to throw out. That opens up so many shenanigans for Akari to go through with. Whiffs the throw, but doesn't build enough meter for the Fandango. Tries to reset into one. Wooly having none of it, immediately guard canceling out. Alright. Wooly playing really patient. Just going for pokes where he can. Gets that JA, lays down some pressure, gets a cross-up. Still not even trying to convert off of it. And that is going to cost him big time. Demo gets a huge chunk of damage, now has life lead. He's trying to sit on it. Wooly fishing for that super, not going to get it. Both are now on set point here. He's just about got a bar of meter. It's very scary for Hibiki right now, because now Akari gets to do this. Alright, Demo's really going to have to fight for a comeback here. Not even putting desperation. That deflect's going to hurt. Looks like Wooly dropped it, though. Throw. Doesn't go for Oki. Jumps in, gets 4 bead. Demo is now in desperation. 2 hits could kill, but Wooly with the full confirm, getting the OTG and killing for it, taking the whole set home. Alright. And up next. Sorry to make you play again in such rapid succession, Demo, but we've got Demo and Onyx up here. Please go play our match. It's easy to take meter for granted in a game like this, but like, geez, there's so many good uses for it. Even just the difference of being able to guard cancel multi-hits is huge. Because that's so much more consistent than switch guarding. And in the case of Akari and Hibiki, both of them have just phenomenal supers, so pretty much just triples their damage output. Alright, they're in. Okay, we have Setsuna Hibiki. Which mode? So he wanted EX, but settles for speed. There's not really a whole lot of fundamental differences between speed and EX. Setsuna, they're both doing the exact same thing. It's just a nominal change, which, in theory, if you really really just bunkered down on this matchup, speed sets is just worse in like every way, because Setsuna infamously struggles to deal with an opponent who's blocking, and speed doesn't even get chip. Chip off normal is the only reason why you ever contest Setsuna. Well, that and technically throw, but speed Setsuna's throw is arguably the worst throw in the game. Certainly the worst of any character that doesn't have a command grab. Alright, Demo getting some hits in here. Gets that 2B. Onyx going for a raw Fandango, gets it! Being cheeky here.
2本目始め
Full screen JB, another JB, goes for an unsafe chain because he has no other real choice. Oh, interesting trade. Then we'll lay down the knowledge checks. Onyx laying down his own knowledge check. Demo's actually not fuzzying these 5Bs. That's definitely something you should probably start doing. Because there's nothing Setsuna can really threaten off of 5B besides 3C or 2 and 4 B, I want to say it is. That overhead slash, it... Ooh, we call it that super. But yeah, the problem is they both hit on... They both hit like 7 frames apart if you delay the 3C. Like, it's really bad. Cancel window on 5B is not nearly large enough to give Setsuna a mix there. It's completely fake. It's a bit more difficult when you consider the first hit, but it's still definitely humanly realistic to get it down to like 95% consistency. Easy. Alright. Good with punish from Onyx there. Goes for a meaty overhead. Demo blocking it. Onyx opting to go for nothing! Demo caught pushing buttons! Not even reacting to the overhead. Alright, Fandango. Demo tries to jump out, does not get it. However, it was a weird enough angle that Onyx ended up dropping. And that anti-air super's gonna take this! Alright, Demo takes game 1. Doesn't Speeder Beacon get more damage off 2B than her other starters? If you're going to Fandango, doesn't it just scale better? I think EX still wants to go for jabs. I'm pretty sure Speed actually does want a 2B starter if they can get it. Or at least that was the sort of nonsense Sack was cooking up in the lab. But we all know how that's gone before. Alright, that's unsafe, but a drop punish from Demo is going to let Onyx get the throw. Finds an opening, gets the tech chase. Good stuff, good stuff. Whiffs the dashing high, giving Demo a chance to come back. Just one shot of life, and that JC's going to take it away. Alright, round start. Gotta watch for 2-6A, but gets an air deflect. Alright, more stagger pressure. Demo getting opened up. Demo not canceling off the 2B. That's really bad. That's normal's incredibly unsafe on hit. And it's so rewarding if you cancel off it. Like, there's never a reason not to. Alright, super, that's gonna whiff, and Onyx is able to take the game off that. Man, that was only the first game? Jeez. Well, the last one was the first game. You know what I mean. Oh, Demo counterpicking to power? Alright, Traditional Wisdom would say this is quite a bit better for Miki. Just because you inevitably have to play neutral against Setsuna, and to be Power is obviously just better at that because it has higher damage, so it trades better with everything. And a lot of times, Setsuna is so punishable that you can just get your optimal super confirms, at which point Power is just doing more for less because they get metered way faster. Alright, gets the block, goes for 5B, doesn't cancel into DP. Oh, there's reflect on the 5B anti-air. Demo failing the knowledge check on the Fandango. And the Super's gonna trade very, very poorly for Onyx. Alright, Demo's on set point here and has a bar to spare. Oh, that's very unsafe. Demo getting the punish, but does not go for the... But unfortunately drops the super confirm, presumably. I don't know why I wouldn't go for it. Air cancel isn't very useful in this matchup, because you can just keep blocking. Alright, good air there. Finds the reset. Goes for the overhead. That's unsafe. Onyx getting the punish, but again, dropping the super. This could be bad. DP, that's also quite punishable. Goes directly into super this time. No shenanigans, no nonsense. Demo taking the set. All right. Yeah, against Hibiki, you're probably going to want to default to 3C as your main ender as Setsuna. Because at the very least, Hibiki isn't getting a 5B off that, and that is a huge difference. It's still a fake mix-up, so you really should just be going for the safer one anyways. Unless you really want to catch the opponent failing a knowledge check or something. Anyways, I'm just going to report the scores here. Alright. Up next we have Demo again. I am so sorry, man. We have Demo Bogard versus Delicious Burger. Demo just tearing through losers here, I guess. Or all the matches that were supposed to give him a break aren't being played. Alright, Delicious Burger and Demo Bogard, please play your match. Yeah, you tried your best. As long as you try your best and learn something new from it, what more can you really expect from yourself? It's a destructive mentality to try and convince yourself of otherwise. Yep. Mifune, come on! Don't be that guy. I can't even tell if that one's satire or not. Anyways, looks like they're in. Oh wow, they're going right into this. Shigen Hibiki, so already a lot of damage on the board. I was only like 20 seconds late. Jeez. Okay, so Burger fighting that DP, but not quite getting the Fandango confirmed. Wait, unless no, Demo's playing Hibiki, so he didn't have the meter. Okay, I know what's going on now. Alright, Burger going for the chain, gets the strike. Burger going for another chain, goes for strike again. Gets the chain, first hit lands, gets the hit confirm, and OTG. Gets for breakfast, another chain, lands it, hit confirm. OTG. One more clean hit could take this, and the overhead. Alright, Burger takes game one. Alright, chain, hit confirm. Another OTG, what's for breakfast? Another chain, tries to hit confirm, but Demo was in the air, that's gonna hurt. Alright, Demo's got a leg to stand on. Just trying to lay down some basic stagger pressure, but unfortunately drops it. Burger jabbing right out. 6-frame jab. There's a lot of cheeky stuff you can do as Hibiki in this matchup, but because Shigen's so tall that he gets hit by 5B early, and his jab is very slow. But I don't know if Demo actually knows how to do it. Alright, going for some pokes, 2B, that's very unsafe on block. Alright, confirm, what's for breakfast? JA to get the reset, goes for a command grab, but Demo still jumping and gets the punish accordingly. Alright, starting to play defensively, trying to sit on this life lead. Shigen really struggles to take good trades in this matchup. But that 2B is going to hit clean! Giving him Oki. Alright, decides to hang back in fear of JB. Rightfully so, but unfortunately gets clipped with that super. Shigen's high health coming in hot here. And that full screen Fandango Demo failing to air deflector. Burger wins. Yeah, Shigen just kind of melts Hibiki. On the flip side, Power Hibiki can melt Shigen just fine. But it's a very volatile matchup. You wouldn't think just looking at it. Like Grappler and Footsie's character, that should be pretty consistent. No, that could not be farther from the truth. That's probably the most volatile matchup Hibiki has, besides, like... Well, actually, Mori's not volatile, it's just consistently in Moria's favor. Alright, anyways. We're actually in top 3 now, which means all matches from here on out will be best of 5. Starting us off in winners finals, we have Mifune and Wooly Bao Bao. Please, go play your match. Looks like they are in. What's the matchup going to be? We got Mifune on Washizuka. Wooly looking to play some Shigen, alright. I'm not really sure how speed Shigen handles this matchup. All 3 of Shigen's modes are play so differently from each other, it's insane. Ooh, here's the command grab. Alright, Mifune just trying to get some chip in here. Power Washi's chip is absolutely insane. Shigen's jabs are very slow, so it's hard for him to contest most of it. Shigen's buttons in general are just really slow. Ooh, gets some armor off! Gets the FTG, what's for breakfast? Nothing? He might have been watching to punch deflect there. Speaking of deflects, Wooly landing one, does not convert off it. Managed to catch Mifune mashing D on that jump in. A lot of empty halves from Wooly here. Alright, so from Mifune, that's going to give some good Oki. The option select, so the Oki was a little bit worse, but Just find a hit. Alright, this is gonna be a save. Mifune takes the safer option. Doesn't actually get a punish on the 3C as a result. Alright, dash in. Oh, that might have been a misinput. Mifune running in and punching with throw. Both these characters have some very elaborate strike pressures, or stagger pressure. So guard cancels are absolutely a huge factor. The fact that Mifune now has meter and Wooly doesn't means he's going to have to set up this situation a lot faster, which he already has. Alright, Mifune's been flashing, can now reliably go into DM without losing his guard cancel, but Wooly does not care, taking that deflect, dealing a solid 25% with it, and moving on to game 2. Alright, Mifune counter-picking the speed. Generally worth chip across the board, but he's got some much better frame traps once he gets in. And his hit confirms into super are way better. Plus, if Speedwashy's pokes actually hit, they're way more rewarding, because he's got chains even at max range. It's insane. Alright. Well, just trying to keep Mifune in the blender here. Seems to be working. Goes for 3C OTG for the better Oki, and gets an air throw! Alright. Wooly taking game 1 convincingly. With deflect, Mifune gets a straight hit off that. B. Gets the air deflect, but drops the cross-up! That A2 Oki is no easy feat. Alright, with Fandango, full combo. Gets the OTG. Gets the meaty. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, Wooly is now in flashing. He has counter super on deck. Something Mifune's got to... Never mind, I guess that's something not Mifune does not have to watch for. Ooh, Wooly just armoring through that pressure. Finds another good hit. Just playing so aggressively right now. Not letting Mifune set up his own game. All these 4Bs and claws are also something Mifune has to watch for, even if he does manage to start his mid-range game. He's got some great tools to out-prioritize Washi. Definitely the aggressor in this matchup still, because they're way more committal than anything Washi has to do. Alright, it's not quite going to kill, and that MP up 2C will. Alright. No counter picks. Deflect, B. That's for breakfast. Command grab. Gets the full chain, alright. Once again, if you don't know how Shigen's command grab works, every single hit of that is a 50-50 essentially. I believe that was a mid-damage route, but he didn't get the full thing, which means he got it. Which means he gets high damage and a good knockdown. Alright, let's jump in, using that big body. Stagger pressure. Gets the deflect, alright. We're looking for these command grabs. Mifune just throw out these 5As, not letting him get them. Alright, a few seconds left on the clock. Wooly can absolutely run it, but chooses not to. That is the path of a coward. Wooly has become a coward. Still manages to close the round with a fade back JA. Absolutely phenomenal normal, by the way. More people should really be using this. A lot of people when they pick up Shigen just immediately jump to JC. Which, it's a great normal and all. It's got some great air to ground priority, but JA is where it's at. It's a one-frame disjoint that that puts Shigen in a really good spot after to protect Chase with. Once Shiki starts section. Oh, the deflected the Fandango. That's gonna hurt. That's for the launcher to get the better knockdown. Actually, I think that might have been more damage. Good stuff from Wooly. Looking for this comeback. Gets a command grab. Goes for Strike Oki. Catches Wooly jumping. Wooly dropping, or Mifune dropping the OTG off that throw. That's going to cost him. Alright, and the Fireball is going to just barely catch Wooly jumping in. Alright, frame trap off the dash in. Let's see it. Alright, Mifune winning that tech chase situation. Just keeps jumping in. Wooly not having any of it. Alright, Mifune going for strike. Unfortunately, that causes him to uncombo. I say strike, I meant throw. Alright, armors through that. Great anti-air. Alright, Mifune poking out with these huge disjoints. Oh, and the deflected Fandango! This could kill! And there it is. Alright. Scores 1-2. He's Orochimaru ripped. It's always been ripped. Sad that neither of these characters have a loop though. Basic deflect. Very nice play from Mifune right there. Alright, we'll get a full B&B. Gets another one. Goes for BP Ender. Try and get some better Oki. Just a little too far away from the corner to capitalize on it, though. Forces a chip with that claw. Really just trying to press this life lead. Air throw, and gets flash kick. Mifune starting his turn. Alright, up to back off, and gets clipped with a DM. Alright, well, he's on set point here. Both have meter on deck, though, so this round is going to be very volatile, to say the least. Both of these characters can run some incredible Oki once they land their super loaders. And that'll count. Alright, Mifune gained some very, very stall damage off that. Alright, goes for B&B. No attack from Mifune, and the throw is going to take it! Wooly moving on to Grand Finals! Alright. Let's see here. That means Mifune is moving down to take on Delicious Burger. Please, go play your match. All right. Just gotta wait for them to get game here. There they are. Alright, here we are. We've got Mifune on Hibiki and Burger going to Shigen. Alright. I think we've seen this matchup a bit earlier today. Alright, Shigen's definitely the aggressor here. Not to say that Hibiki can't play aggressively. Set plays very strong in this matchup because Shigen's big body opens up so many shenanigans with Hibiki 5B. Oh, this is speed Hibiki, so she doesn't benefit as much from it because she can already chain into 5B normally. But linking out of 5B is still pretty useful. Alright, unsafe speed chain. Burger with those switch guards. Keeping this defense on point. Now just stay on this life lead, just has to block for the next 20 seconds or land that command grab. And there it is. Switch guard and a 4A. Yeah. Funny thing about this game, pretty much everything is technically unsafe. Oh, good confirm from Fune right there. Yeah, there's a soft parry mechanic where if you switch which direction you're blocking as you get hit, you'll actually take a fair amount less block stun, and that makes pretty much everything in the game, like, incredibly minus. Like, even Shigen with his 6-frame jab can punish Hibiki's 4A on block, assuming she doesn't chain out of it. Which is also how speed characters remain relevant, because they can actually frame trap. Power characters literally cannot do that without committing to a special move. Well, for the most part. There are always exceptions, like Mikuro. His 4A is only -2 if you switch guard it perfectly. From Burger. If we didn't find that jump in. Up for breakfast, goes for dodge. Might have been a misinput. Might have just been expecting Burger to wake up with 4A or something. Alright, throwing out these jump-ins, getting these cross-ups, rolling the one-button blenders online, trying to resend Fandango, gets it! Doesn't quite kill. Shigen's high health, once again, coming into play. And that throw's gonna take it. Alright, Mifune, taking game 1. Was that counter pick I saw? Yep, Burger's going off to power Akari. Alright, throwing off this 2A, 2-frame disjoint, hits low, very nice. Especially nice in the Hibiki matchup, because it actually does stuff pretty much all of Hibiki's go-to pokes besides 2-6A, which is not very good for speed Hibiki. It's very rarely worth the risk, especially against a character with damage as high as Akari. Alright, just throwing out these pokes, playing very patiently here. Love to see it. 2A, 2A, frame traps in 5B. We're just sitting there backdashing. Backdashes are not invincible in this game, so not really doing much. Akari's is throw invincible, I'm pretty sure, because she's technically airborne, though. Maybe that's what he's trying to bait. Speaking of throws, Burger land that empty up grab. Classic tech that he's known for. Throwing these fireballs. One of the few fireballs that's actually plus at that range. Up his pokes, gets that air-to-air JC. And they're just looking for some sort of opening. Burger not letting him have it. Just using this 2-frame jab. Doesn't even have to switch guard in order to punish stuff now. Most of Hibiki's stuff is minus even without switch guard, and Akari's got one of the best 2-frame jabs in the game. Like, that sequence didn't look like much, but it dealt like 20%. And it still left Akari in a good spot. Like, look at that damage! Mifune was at like 25% and he just ate 3 2As in a row. It's nothing flashy, but it works. Right, Burger's throwing out these fireballs without life lead. Oh, Mifune counter picking to power actually. definitely a lot more favorable in this matchup. Although traditional wisdom would still say that Akari is a very bad matchup for Hibiki in general. It's probably best to just counterpick. But Mifune seems intent on making this work. It's not an unwinnable match by any stretch of the imagination. If Hibiki can actually manage to stay in the mid-range, she's got some way more damaging pokes than Akari could dream of. So Akari's got high damage, she has to be close for it. Hibiki can get that from max range. Because her DM cancels are just insane. Insanely consistent, I should say. Akari's doing more damage, which... well, someone's gotta have that damage. Alright, Burger landing that jump in. Mifune just looking for some sort of opening again. Baits the deflect, but unfortunately does not get a punish. Just the overhead, that's wildly unsafe. Burger punishing accordingly. Constantly trying to push his advantage here. Mifune does have command grab on deck. And as I say that, it immediately runs up to get it. You listening to non-stream, buddy? Anyways, Burger taking that round. Alright, Burger just throwing out Hex neutral, probably not the best plan. I think it's only active for like 2 frames. It, like, never will hit something unless you're pressuring them. I'd imagine Hex is really good in this matchup though, because Hibiki's buttons are all really slow besides 4A, which... if she's mashing that out, she'll get caught by the horizontal inversion Hex. Alright. Simple confirm from Mifune right there, laying that hit confirm into 2-3-6-A, and taking game 3. Alright. We're considering a counter pick, but opts to stick with Hibiki. Or, not Hibiki, Akari. Alright, round start jumping, gets the cross up immediately after. Great reset. Mifune already with a very comfy life lead. Just trying to pressure Burger as much as possible before he gains access to that flash against super again, but... oh, no. Attempted super confirm from Burger right there. Might have been afraid that Mifune would land behind him. Because that sometimes happens when Akari deflects. And only the B follow-up will hit, the C follow-up just whiffs, and that's the only one that goes into super. Alright, Burger playing a lot more patiently now, still laying down this offense. Good old defense or gameplay. And there it is, frame trap into 5B. Works every time, 90% of the time. Burger just throwing out these big disjoints. Mifune looking to get some hot pressure in. Trying to get in it. He does have to be careful though, because Akari's DP does like 70%. It could probably kill right now. Mifune taking note of that, playing a lot more defensively now. Burger just trying to find some opening. Goes out to 5B. Ooh, and gets caught mashing with a 6B. Alright, take throw. Mifune is now desperation. I could have woke up with STM. I am disappointed. Alright, nonetheless, manages to clip Burger with that 3 from Antier. Very nice. Alright, 6B, taking an early life lead, getting that air there, JB. That's widely unsafe on block. Mifune punishing accordingly. Mifune, once again, caught holding up forward against that 5B. She's really gonna start holding those. Akari does not really have a lot she can do at that range. The 5B is entirely just to make sure that you're not setting up dumb stuff like hop. Alright, good deflect. With 6B, no punish. But that with 5B will be punished with Burger's Fireball. Scores are tied up. Mifune going off to speed Washi, alright! He wants that seat at Grands. Let's start 2 and 4. Very solid round start option. Safe, does good chip. Could be mashed for a frame trap. But more importantly, stops Sakari from throwing fireballs at round start. Alright, the flexing got punished. Alright, good punch from Mifune there. We'll come off that space 4A. Alright, and a B&B. Mifune is going to put himself on set point here. Burger does have meter though, and Akari has an absolutely terrifying anti-air when she has meter on deck. Mifune is not necessarily forced to contest it though. Washi's ground game is very, very strong. Now, there's a really solid case to be made that Washi straight up wins this matchup. Alright, there's the PK I was talking about. That's going to do some massive damage. In front of these chains. There's the last shred of life. Can't block another fireball. And that 2A anti-air. Very nice. Alright, this will decide the set. Who is going to Grand Finals tonight? Alright, Mifune throwing out the charge. It's unsafe, but difficult to option select. Because that shoulder bash is actually a Rekka. Alright, 4B's unsafe. Mifune knows it. Alright, just playing patiently with these JAs and 5As, and taking the set as a result. Mifune going to Grand Finals to take another shot at Samo Camo. Wait. He's not even in this one. Force of habit. Woolly Bow Bow. Not biased in the slightest. Nope. Yeah, 4B isn't safe, guys. You have to space it. Wait, Burger, I punish you for that all the time. Have you really forgotten the past 3 months? Anyways, we've got Woolly Bow Bow and Mifune in Grand Finals. There we go. Alright. So, Mifune and Woolly, two very strong players. Fought valiantly to this spot here, and we've got Washi Kojiro. Not a matchup you see every day. At first glance, these characters are really similar, but Kojiro's Fireball is just generally way more consistent. And more importantly, her command run opens up a whole layer of pressure that Washi just cannot attest to. They're both pretty much just going to be taking turns with their pressure, though, because they've got very good normals to contest each other's blind spots. It's almost like they were designed that way or something. Alright, JB gets an air deflect, goes for the cross-up and the fake cross-up. Alright, super confirm. Very nice. The main advantage Washi has in this matchup is that his super actually drags the corner. Kojiro will always drag the opponent mid-screen. She has terrible tools to exploit that. So just that alone is going to generally let Washi run the set play for way longer than Koji can. Alright, speaking of the corner. He's now got bullied back there, but unfortunately fails to cover the forward roll. We find a knockdown. And it deflects, going to the cross-up, fake cross-up, real cross-up shenanigans again. This time Mifune's jumping out. Ooh, and the 6BC, giving him the launcher for the super, allowing for a kill. Yeah, media 6BC, that was pretty ballsy. It's a very slow overhead. Usually you want to use it as an anti-air. But if you do land it as an overhead, it is, it's damaging, to say the least. Something you always gotta respect. Even though it's committal, it does so much damage that it's always a threat, regardless of the matchup. Alright. Really throwing out that 6BC. Very hard to punish on whiff. You can imagine fully disjointed. This takes some pretty specific spacing to actually deal with it. Alright, command run. Mifune gonna stuff with a 5A. Just the chain, card and a knockdown. Good stuff. And laying all of these high-lows. No, Koji's overhead is actually really good, so you actually do have to respect her high-lows. Because she's able to delay them in such a way that she's able to break Fuzzy Guard. The timing on her 5A, 2A chain is weird. And her overhead... Oh, good stuff from Mifune. And her overhead has a super ambiguous animation, especially in the context of a speed chain. So it's legitimately a very strong mix. Well, not very strong, it's the same game as Zantetsu, but like, it's pretty solid. Alright, deflect, 6BC into flash kick. Alright, Fune just playing some straight honest neutral right here. Find that jump in, getting a reset. Bully just throwing these command runs out like candy. Or fireball. Alright, and that's super. It's not quite gonna kill. Alright, they're in desperation, so they can use another super to actually get better Oki. Keep forgetting that's a thing. Oki's such a cool character. It's a shame their normals suck. Alright, tries to reset into Fandango, gets it. Ooh, baits Mifune into pushing buttons. I like to see it. Alright, Mifune getting that super, dragging them corner to corner. Doesn't go for the option select, instead tries to go for an air reset. Ooh, that was deflected to cost him. And will he take that with a JC? Alright, Mifune's thinking this over. Maybe we'll see a counter pick. He's got to win the next two games with whoever he picks. Alright. Speed, Washi, sticking with his guns. I respect it. Alright, getting some chip out there. Wooly going with the command run and the command grab. The command grab is actually unique to command run, and it comes out incredibly quickly. It's very hard to deal with. Ironically, outside of Flames, which is Kojiro's stage. This one actually makes it reactable there. Here, off most normals, it's actually unreactable. It's pretty nuts. Alright, goes for the super confirm. Quite sure I agree with that. Might have been better just to go for the Oki. Especially since that would leave them with meter to guard against the next round. Yeah, like, you can see right there. Wooly still won the set just because he had more health at the time, but you can definitely tell that Wooly was feeling Koji's Super Dragon in mid-screen. It's really not a good situation for a character like Koji. It's not a good situation for, like, any character, but Koji's mid-screen pressure is not that great. I think you're supposed to be able to cross up with Fireball or something after your command run, but that's obviously a gimmick, because it doesn't lead to anything. I just realized Wooly's on tournament point here. He's on his left side of life, though. Mifune just has to find one more clean hit. Or chip out with 2 and 4B. Alright. Switch guard to punish the speed chain. Alright, I like to see it. Mifune putting himself back on the map. Both characters have meter on deck. And Wooly making that clear with that 6 PC anti-air. Getting that super confirm. Find the fake cross-up. With that flash kick, though, Mifune's got another shot at life. Alright, both of them with a lot of normals. Scrambled. And Wooly getting hit with the super. Alright, Mifune just trying to sit down this life lead and manages to find a JA. Frame trapping with the 2 and 4. Taking the game. Alright. And with that, we're potentially looking at a bracket reset here. Or Wooly could just take the ribbon here and there. Let's find out. Alright, doing decent damage. Looking for this perfect. Wooly getting that deflect though. Not really losing too much position with that super. With punch with the 6 PC, interesting. Alright, Mifune reacted to that overhead. And it kills! Alright. Alright. He's looking for a bracket reset. He's got meter on deck. He can pull Wooly from the corner off any clean hit. That could have been it, but he dropped the link. Unfortunate. Raw Fandango, it's not going to pan out. Wooly getting that super confirm. Again, probably would have been better to just go for normal Oki. Because that would have been able to kill sequence. Because once you use Kojiro's super, your turn's just kind of over. Unless you can kill him literally one hit, in which case you've got a mix between soft or hard knockdown. And Mifune actually taking that while him. Other stuff. I am not good at this. Anyways. So yeah, that's a bracket reset right there. Wooly is free to change characters if he so chooses. He does not. After all, in any age, loyalty must remain. Alright. Wooly looking to get that throw from the command run. Koji's take throws are a force to be reckoned with. They don't do much damage, but they are very, very consistent to land. You have to do some pretty weird stuff to actually get around it. Alright, that's going to be from Mifune. And that's unsafe, but unfortunately, Mifune drops it, still manages to find a hit. Alright, man grab. B&B, Kara for knockdown. Stuff from Wooly, another reactable overhead. Mifune watching for it still. Again, that super gets the option select and the cross up, but unfortunately doesn't capitalize on it. He might have not have realized he crossed up there. Maybe he was banking on Wooly misinputting something. Because if Wooly got Fireball there, that would have been pretty bad. Ooh, deflecting Fandango. I think this will kill. Oh, he goes for the glitch! Oh, he didn't get it. That was about to be the setup for the most stylish combo in the game, but unfortunately drops happen. Maybe we'll get another chance at it. I'm not gonna spoil it. If you've never seen it, then you gotta see it. I cannot do it justice by describing it. Essentially, it sounds really dumb, but in practice, it's fucking cool. Alright, another command grab. Means it's 6C. Probably misinput. Some good stuff, but Wooly is actually still plus there. Alright, and Mifune landed a super, dragging Wooly to the corner. Another chance of an option select, doesn't go for it, instead tries to reset with Fandango. And Wooly, of course, have none of that. Yeah, any reset in Fandango is always a gimmick. You can always just jump deflect if nothing else. But off 2 and 4, that had to have been misinput. That is super telegraphic. Alright, Mifune getting some decent damage off that poke. Speedwashi is not the flashiest character out there, but he's very effective. He just keeps throwing out these big disjoints and converting them to small but fairly damaging combos. Just 5A, 5A, BC. It's usually enough to get some decent damage and keep your momentum rolling. Alright, deflecting the Fandango. If it doesn't kill right now, well, he's got another shot at it. Oh, drops it again. Ah, unfortunate. Yeah, if you're triggering the glitch, the super actually will not kill the opponent. So you've got a chance to do cool stuff with it. Usually just combo another super, but some other cool stuff to do. If the opponent doesn't immediately die. Alright, Mifune, just a few very clean hits, taking it very quickly. Alright, Wooly throwing up these JAs. Usually the least common of Koji's normals. Doesn't do anything especially well, but if you just need a general use case and know the opponent has a tendency to jump, it's not bad. Especially against a character like Washi who has so many disjoints, so JB is way less consistent. Alright, deflecting Fandango. He's non-flashing, so he can't try the glitch. Just gonna kill flat out. Alright, scores 0-2. Mifune, considering his options. He's got to win 3 games in a row with whoever he picks. And he... Severn Okina. He goes Okina. Okay. Okay. Back it up. Wooly's losing. Alright, anyways. It's been so long since I've seen this matchup. Remember there was something Okina had that just kind of invalidated Koji's pressure. I don't remember what. Generally though, this is definitely favorable for Okina. Okina's just got better tools to contest Koji at the mid-range because he can just pester her with 5A and there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. If either of them get in, Okina's 2A is a huge threat. And you'd think Koji should be able to zone him just fine, but the thing is, Okina can just react to her fireballs with the B or C command grabs, which go half and full screen respectively, so Koji is definitely fighting an uphill battle here. This is by far one of Okina's best matchups. Alright, good tick throw from Mifune there. Alright, full jump with JA. Yeah, something you really gotta watch for with Okina is that all of his jump-ins are essentially a high-low mix, because the way trying to block jumping normals in this game works, long story short, the fact that JA is a multi-hit and he's got a 2-frame low, it actually does mean you have to guess whether he's going to go for JA or JB. Alright, trying to reset Infernego. Mifune blocking and guard canceling. Alright, we'll again that super. Very nice. Mifune building up a ton of chip here. Well, he could potentially just die. He's in chip range for... Yeah, that. Alright, and Wooly going Okina too! Alright, Okina mirrors. This is a very unorthodox matchup to say the least. The logical endpoint is that one Okina just gets life lead and teleports away. You just get a knockdown, you go for a teleport, and then whichever Okina has life lead can just zone. Because Okina has very poor tools to contest his own zoning tools. Like, yeah, that 2B is really difficult for Okina to contest in particular. Turtles cover Okina's jump arcs pretty much perfectly. Okina doesn't have the air-to-ground priority required to beat A turtles very consistently. The big thing to watch out for, though, is that if both players know what they're doing, turtles are reactable with command grab, so... Looks like we're not going to get to that point, though. Oh, maybe? Nah. Yeah, both these players seem pretty intent on playing aggressively. Both of them just poke each other out with these JAs. Will he find that guard cancel? Okina's guard cancel is low-key really good. It builds a ton of distance for a character with solid zoning tools. I won't say great zoning tools, they don't really work, but... they do in this matchup. And you can just throw an OTG A turtle. Or you can throw a C turtle if you want more health. It's pretty nutty. Oh wow, Wooly just running up and going for a raw command grab. I like it. Alright, JA just getting some pokes. Ooh, Wooly landing those links. He's got him down. Mifune is committing really hard to these command grabs. Alright, air to JB. Goes for a command grab off the teleport again. We'll have none of it. Mifune does have SCM on deck. It's not as great in this matchup as a lot of people seem to think it is. You can just punish on block with a command grab. So, unless it chips out, it's not going to be much. If he lands JB into 6C, though, it does a ton of damage. So I guess that's on the table. Alright, gets the command grab and the run-up OTG. Very nice. That run-up OTG is not quite as easy as it looks. Alright, Mifune taking game 2. Evening up the scores. Bully's last shot here if he wants to stick to the tournament. Wait, Bully already locked in! Bully's locked in! We're going for another mirror! Yo! Alright. This is peak LB2. This right here. Two old men, two old midgets with fishing rods and baskets, and a whole lot of turtles. All right, gonna flush Mifune right there. For power, I believe that actually is optimal. Just do the auto follow up and get an OTG turtle. The only problem is it will drop if you get a Genbu. Because Okina's turtles have RNG, and they'll just randomly either go really, really fast, or you'll just spawn a Dragon Turtle. And the Dragon Turtle moves really slowly, so that combo actually breaks. But the Dragon Turtle also does a ton of damage, even on block. So it's not a horrible situation. Alright, Bully taking round 1. Both have meter on deck. Although meter's not super relevant in this matchup, it's very hard to guard cancel Okina since most of his mix-ups are strike throw anyways. Alright, 2 A command grab. 5 A command grab, that one's not quite so easy. Wait, no, 4 A command grab is the hard one. I don't play power. Oh, Mifune taking that with a perfect! Alright. Bully taking a very aggressive approach right off the bat here. Letting Mifune start up his own shenanigans. Ooh, B teleport, that's wildly unsafe. Big command grab, goes for the red shell. Not sure if I agree with that. I seriously think red shell is so overrated. There's... Even just locking down the opponent long enough to be able to threaten another turtle is huge in so many matchups, especially this one. Because if you lock someone down with a turtle, you can threaten a command grab. Because yours will be theirs. Alright, solid B&B from Wooly right there. This next hit could kill. Both of them playing incredibly cautiously. And Wooly taking it with a hop-in JA. Taking the tournament. Good stuff. Where's the... There it is. Alright, Wooly. Taking the tournament here. Congratulations, my good sir. Alright. Well, I never know how to end these. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone who participated. Sorry about the delay today. It's kind of tight to even fit one of these in. But yeah. Hope to see y'all around next week. Because I'm pretty certain I'll be able to host next week. We'll see.